this event and glad to be here.
Well, so with just those supers with one lap, do you have any strategy of when you're going to use them?
Thank you for that question, because I didn't even look and see that we had them. So
one corner caper, one uncrashable, and one underdog.
I will probably use them all right after I crash and attempt to undo my crash by exacerbating my crash and wasting them. That's my prediction. And I won't be the only one.
Well, good luck to you. Just under a minute to go. Good luck to you, Kayla. Just under a minute to go here. We'll let you get in the thing. Ben, good luck to you. I see you have your cheering squad. Elizabeth, good luck to you. I have a good feeling about you in this because of your lap challenge experience. So other people are going to be, nah. I know you're not the racing, looking after the races, but the lap challenge, if you look at it like a lap challenge, I think you have a really good chance. That's my girl. All right. Good luck to you. Nigel, good luck to you. Wearing the purple and orange.
Thank you.
Well, out of the gate you go. Good luck. I will be calling the race rather than participating in the race. It is a 1-lap race. And if we configure the events right, then we know that people did not, I'm not the leader, so it's not going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my camera out because you don't need to see me. Oh, wait, I messed it up. I'm just going to stay focused here. Modi and Nigel here, and Frank and Ben on the front here. We've got Peter also in Team CCC gear, making the close on Nigel. Let me see if I can get Peter back in. Ooh, corner caper, well executed by Peter, coming around Nigel here. Still the corner caper at play. And let me see if I can get down here. I've got to, oh, well done. Peter knows how to execute on these. I'm trying, oh, there you are, Peter. I was looking at the bottom here. I got to bring you in here. Smart. How he's playing it, slowing it down enough for the corner, using those supers in succession. Back-to-back corners means he didn't have to lose the speed, and he's making other people respond. So he's got Nigel just a second back. I'm back on board here with Nigel. They're watching the corner speed because we don't have uncrashable on as an ability in this map. So if they overlap wheels, if one of them slides out into the other in the corner, then they're both going to go, one of them's going to go down. The one on the sliding into, the slidey or the slider is going to go down, but the person that gets slid into will not. So Nigel just keeping enough distance around these corners from Peter in the front here. Doesn't look like he's really wanting to hop on the wheel. Now, as you see me soft pedaling and you see these guys working and being focused here, they are putting down some watts, and they're needing to slow down into these corners on the straightaways. You'll see this type of a map there. Peter up out of the saddle here, digging in a little bit, and then slowing down before he gets to the corner. Frank behind Nigel here. Frank can see the two ahead of him here just by a second or two. But this position that Frank's in, seeing the riders up in front of him, means he just has to be calm. And I didn't see earlier if he used his supers. So I would be betting that the same thing, Ryan just back here with Frank is probably saying, okay, I'm going to see if someone ahead of me makes a mistake. If they don't make a mistake, I am going to be sure that I can capitalize on that and use my supers. But Peter on the front has a 3-second gap from Nigel. Nigel here, this is Nigel's point of view. You can see Nigel on the camera here. Modi also here on the camera, a little bit further back here behind Homer. Homer also in here. I'll bring Homer back up into the stream here. There's Homer. So Peter, Nigel, Frank still sitting third wheel, just a second back from Nigel, being cautious, but knowing that he has a couple supers in his pocket. Underdog Allison comes up around here. Let's bring Allison to the stream. Allison comes around that corner. Allison is looking good. for the finish. Ryan did go down. Frank uses his power up, as does Nigel on pursuit here. Nigel on pursuit using his power up. This is a part where you can get lots of speed. You're on the long, swoopy part of the map here. Nigel is trying to catch up with Peter, trying to close down that 4 seconds here. And Frank right on the heels of Nigel saying, go ahead, go, go, go. I'm right behind you. And this is where it's all going to come down to, because on this map here has 2 laps, 2.6 kilometers to go on this one race here. So these guys are Peter's really executing this flawlessly. Nigel used his super here around the corner to close that gap on Peter here. So now if you're counting cards the way one might, you will know that I think Peter does not have any of the corner protection or the uncrashable protection. He only has the underdog. So you see Homer here up out of the saddle. This is Homer's avatar here. Homer trying to close down on Ryan, who did suffer a little bit of crash. Allison here, who does have, let's see, she's got Frank in her sights up there, just a little bit ahead here. We'll bring her camera back on here. Whoops. Close down Homer so we can see Allison as well. We're on board with Allison. Allison at the bottom of your screen. You can see her riding her bike. You can see her avatar in the game. CVRCade Mod KG says, go! Mansuni, Ben, when are your girls joining Cade? I think they already had. Crucible, I see some sort of a emoji there. It looks like a red face. I hope that I hope that you're not upset. Maybe because someone is in the front. Shout out what you're looking for. Nigel on the front, 3 seconds ahead of Peter. Allison, you can see here on hot pursuit of Peter. Peter holding that second position here. We're on lap 2 of 2 on underdog right there, getting 50 extra watts per rider in front. So it's a big little blast. Uses the combination with the uncrashable. I was wondering if she's going to do that because she was using that super at the moment that you would have needed to slow down. So she had that in her pocket. Corner caper, the 1-2 punch from Allison. That was really smart. Saved her underdog, had 2 people ahead of her, got the extra watts, dropped the 2 supers to protect herself in the corner, 1-2, and then pulls out in front. Now she is 4 seconds in front of Frank. Frank just popped his uncrashable on pursuit to Allison. Frank overtakes Allison and says, I have something up my sleeve, Allison. You might not have known that, but now I am setting the pace and it's me that you have to catch. Looks like Ben did answer DK Mansudi about his kids getting on the game here. Whenever the smart trainer storage is over, I know shortage is over. It's crazy how there was a run on them. So makes a little more sense than some of the other shortages. But here we are. Nigel still there. We have him on camera on fourth wheel. Peter, Nigel and Peter within sights of each other, but it's Frank who's on the front. Allison, second wheel. This is Allison's point of view. Peter, you see him. This is his kit. You can see the 2 riders up ahead of them, just 5-6 seconds up the way, 0.8 kilometers to go. So this is going to come down to the off-road section of the map. These riders are going to hit the dirt. They're going to come around this corner. We see where Frank is. Frank's going to come around this corner, and then he's going to hit the park. The park is where he can really pick up some speed. You can see him doing that 700 equalized watts, trying to open up that gap while the riders behind him are still navigating the corners. Allison, though, did not ever let him out of her sights. Her at the bottom of the screen here. Peter, third position here. You can see just 5 seconds back from Frank and Allison. And Nigel up out of the saddle, 700 equalized watts, just trying to get one more position, trying not to let Peter out of his sights. We've also still have Ben in here as well. Jennifer's in here. Jeff Rooney's in here. Kayla's in here, all fighting for these secondary positions. Badger in here. Badger and Ben. So these guys all the way through are racing competitively, trying to get to the front here. Allison coming around the final corner here and takes, whoa, Frank comes around her. Oh my God, I was just about to say Frank takes the win, but that is not what happened. Frank, Peter, Allison. Whoa, that has to be a little disappointing there. I was literally having that come out of my mouth. That's a bummer, Allison. That's okay. That was such smart racing. Frank did kind of give you a little bit nervous at the end. It's so hard at the end of the race not to back off on that. I couldn't leave the race. I was so into it, but I appreciate you giving me the heads up so that I don't miss it. Nice job, Frank, Allison, DK Mansuni. Aaron is broadcasting tonight, so you won't want to miss that. So that was a lot of fun. We are back to Zone K. This is our group ride. And on Zone K, we did the same thing. Zone L, we're back. We've got Uncrashable as an ability. Let me put that back on so everyone can see it. Just over a minute to start here. Uncrashable as an ability. So we don't have to worry about corner speeds. We don't have to worry about overlapping wheels. We have a comeback kid. So if we do find ourselves left behind, we can pop the comeback kid. We do have a sweeper in the event. And since we have a sweeper in the event, we will not have to worry. Vanessa can just pull us on back. I can see this is one of those things. I'm getting some comments in here about the racing here. Make sure I stay more races in a little over a minute. Nice job. Okay. A quantum shift, you face other people, and then you can see underdog here, 50 extra watts for every rider in front of you, and the duration of that is 10 seconds. So let me close out of that. Coming back into the broadcast, we have Allison here. Great effort there, Allison. I don't know if you have your mic on. I know that sometimes it's kind of hard to manage all those things, but great job on that race. Nigel as well. Nigel, how are you feeling?
Oh, pretty good. Well done to Frank on that one. I didn't realise it was 2 laps. I only thought it was 1 lap, so I used my power-ups the first lap, and then I came around and then, there's another lap.
That might have been my fault because I thought it was 1 lap as well, and I looked at it.
I know.
It's 2 laps. So if I misspoke, I'll take the blame on that one. Sorry, man.
No worries.
Well, here we go. Nice relax here. 250, 275. The bots are doing 275. We can get behind the bots. Let them help set a pace for us. If you want to do more than that, just go ahead of them. But I feel like I really love City. How did that feel to race the Water Village, Nigel? Did you like that? You like that map?
I'm getting better at it. I didn't crash at all that time. Having a couple of power-ups helps. But yeah, one that if you practice it, pays off.
Yeah, nicely done. I hope you can stick around and do it again. This time you'll know it's 2 laps.
Yeah.
Do the dance. Well, nice.
I'm not going anywhere.
Awesome. And it looks like Peter has left. He joined us, Peter Kastrup, Team CCC kit, the yellow kit in the last zone. Set the pace in the first race of Zone K. Thanks for joining us. Right now we've got Allison, Nigel, Homer on screen. Let's mix up the cameras. Let's have a look at some of our other friends here in the broadcast. We've got Kayla. Let me bring Kayla up. We've got Ryan. See you on camera yet? Nope. We've got Ben. We've got Jeff. So great. We did a little round robin earlier in terms of where everyone was from. I think we had 5 or 6 different countries represented. This is a global fitness game. So happy to have everyone here. I'm going to take a little drink. Hey, Ben, how are your kids holding up? They giving you good motivation?
Yeah, quite a distraction. The race just didn't happen at the end of the last zone. No, but it's nice. It's lovely to have them there. I'm getting a barrage of questions about who's on screen, who's on camera. I need to go to the front. You name it.
Well, you know what you should do is you should let them steer.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it a go.
I say that because I think, don't you have like an elaborate bunch of buttons in front of you that you rigged up? Yeah. It'd be like a electronic drum kit of like, all of a sudden I just see everything lighting up on your avatar. I'm coming, guys. I don't mean to hold you up. So busy chatting, blah, blah, blah. Jeff, you doing okay?
I keep turning my mic off so you can't hear me.
There you are. Now I can hear you. Sometimes I have to be a little more patient. It's like I have this thing where if it's like dead air for 1 second, I'm like, oh, you're there? Okay, I'll just keep talking.
Hey, you're going to run out of voice after 2 hours of just going.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday that I was like, oh my gosh, I went 2 hours and didn't drink. So I need to like make sure I take a little bit of a sip here and there. So how did you do on sudden lane change on the last lap challenge? You do okay?
I wasn't trying for you. I've already got a reasonable lap time, but I've been doing a few miles over the last week, so I don't think I've got that punch in the legs at the minute.
Yeah, I understand. No, I saw that. I think you had the second position and you were under a minute.
That's the power up lap. So that's not quite the real one.
It counts. It counts, man. We did on Friday. We did rise and rip, and I did dashed against the rocks, and let's just say I configured with some very favorable power ups, and so I got to practice like when not to do things because I was like, oh, I have an uncrashable. I'm like, oh, didn't think I'd need to use it there because I crashed on the descent, so I used race pad. I was like, so even with power ups doesn't mean it's or supers doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Okay, all right, here I come, guys. I'm finally back.
Also, some of the new tracks have been well built because you can go around them at just below threshold and it's like, oh yeah, it's an easy enough track. But as soon as you start doing race pace and putting in that extra effort, suddenly you're sliding out to an obstacle and all sorts of things. So it takes it next level.
Yeah, I hear ya. So let's see, we're settled in on Cityscape. Oh, Nigel just came in. All right, this is a nice pack we've got here going, guys. Nice job. So how's it going, Kayla? How'd you do? How you feeling?
Feeling good. The first hour of the ride was very nice, just getting kind of warmed up and everything, and then was able to do some of the last challenges on sudden lane change, and then it was fun. I always like the water village for Cityscape. Just being able to practice all the technical turns, and then because there's just so many technical turns and you have to slow down and everything, so it's I really enjoy that one. And then being able to during the gravel part, just being able to power it out, so it's a nice little tempo if you get in, just like sudden lane change. When you get into a nice tempo there, you can just feel yourself moving with some lane to lane, and then with same with Cityscape. So had a few crashes there, but hey, it's always good practice.
Yeah, and it's good practice, and it doesn't feel like I don't know. I don't feel as stressed. We've been doing lap challenges on the rise and rip, and I feel like, oh, I don't feel like the pressure of having it be like I crashed and so I've blown the race. It's like still,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree because this week it's Aaron's challenges on Submerged Stadium for who can get the fastest lap this week on there. So gonna be kind of like how I did last week with my class, because we have the structured workouts for the beginner. So if people just want to do a 30-minute workout with a structured workout, then they can just at least join the class for the beginners. And then for the endurance ride, the more advanced, that is 60 minutes long. Just kind of breaking it up, since we have classes 3 times a week, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then beginner again is at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, and then the advanced one, which is 60 minutes long, is at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just breaking up that advanced one, since it's 60 minutes long, and break it up for the first half to 30 minutes, just trying out those challenges that are going on, just mixing it up and having fun, and then going into a structured workout for the last 30 minutes. So we're going to be tackling that Wednesday, tomorrow, just to see, who can get the fastest lap time. It's good intervals. You can just at least go hard a lap, take a break for a lap, go hard again for a lap, take a break again. And then again, it's at your own pace too. So if you don't want to, you don't have to, but at least, there's that option out there just to throw in a different challenge. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow if, more people are looking for rides and activities to do with groups.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And Jack, who I think is not in the channel, but if he's watching the stream, I just did my underdog and stepped in front of him. So I noticed it too late once I made the move. So sorry, Jack. I saw you follow with the super. So I wasn't trying to be disrespectful here. So Jeff just came through the front using his quantum shift, taking turns on the front. If we were outside, I moved over a lane there, Jack. I think that's who's behind me still. If we were, that was Homer. Sorry, Homer. If we were outside, we wouldn't necessarily be using the supers to phase through each other and come to the front. We'd step out and we'd come up to the front, or if we were pace lining, the person in the front would peel off. And what that means is if you're in a pace line, you're doing a pace, you're all doing together, someone's at the front, they step off and drift back, and the other person becomes the person that's what you call pulling, which is taking the wind and kind of protecting the rest of the riders. Who is that? Heard someone come chime in.
But
No?
how excellent would quantum shift be outside? You're boxed in, you can hit quantum shift and you can get away.
Okay, I'm not sure.
I'm going to get the sparks to work. Hang on.
I hear some crosstalk in there, I think. Let's see here. Is that Ben? Ben's got his family still. Was that you? Were you trying to communicate with me, Nigel, and I turned off your mic? No? Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. It's sort of like, have you guys seen those like funny jokes with like how like Zoom calls happen and stuff, how like the first 10 minutes of every meeting, people are like trying to get their technology set up, and then they're like running late, and then it's like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And then they have like a 30-second meeting, and then they all like disappear. There's a really funny thing about that. I feel like we do a pretty good job of getting everybody's mic open and camera. Nope, I get a little bit of a...
Coming back in the pack.
Nope, I get a little bit of a... Whoop, I think I get a little bit of a... Oh, I think I get a little bit of a... Feedback loop. Feedback loop. I know I'm killing it. I see who's on here. All right, I think I got it. All right, I think if I didn't make everybody's ears bleed, looks like everybody's got an X on my side, so everybody's back muted again. So what can happen is someone's mic picks up their own mic or another mic, and then the signal coming through the speaker gets picked up by the mic, and it creates this feedback loop. Really cool on the electric guitars. Wait a minute, where am I coming
Yeah,
through?
it doesn't make sense how I can. My microphone, just everything coming on my computer.
I think Jack's mic might be open.
Talking
Someone's mic is
headset,
bleeding
yeah.
through here.
All I have phone directly to your ears, but the microphone can't hear that.
Everybody
Essentially,
is quiet except for one. Everybody's
in
on.
ears is what they're saying. It's coming in the microphone.
Hold on.
And everything I'm saying is that.
I'm getting a loop.
They hear what I'm saying, but then they're also hearing themselves again.
Yep. I'm going to change tracks and come back and see if it unhooks it.
I heard myself there. So I heard myself through someone else's computer, obviously.
Interesting. Okay.
All
All right. Jack
Yeah,
on
the
the
echo,
broadcast
even
widget.
off.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to mute.
You don't know who I am, but I have a wide range of skills developed over many years.
Range of skills. Yeah.
We've been
I'm
hacked.
catching back up here.
No, he had his mic open in the broadcast widget.
Interesting how you really can't pass. You can't get through people. I wanted to pass that. I'm over on the left. Can't take him out though.
Where? How come you don't have a chat box like I get to chat?
Hey guys, I think it's Jack. You have to go down and click on his microphone and put a cross through it to mute him. I think.
Yeah, she did that in the comms widget. She's doing that in the broadcast widget now.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And meanwhile, but no, Beth York goes crashing down.
I love the commentary. Got one lap left.
I was saying before, Nigel, how good would quantum shift be outside?
Oh, I might win a race. What I find with virtual riding like this is you can ride a lot more aggressively than what you would do outside. Often in a race finish, like doing Taupo, I come in a group.
Can you hear me now?
And don't
Bueller?
sprint because it's not safe. Yes, we can
I
hear
can hear you,
you.
Beth.
I was like, hey, what are you eating, Kayla? I'm like, I can't hear you because I had the mic onto the stream, but not into your channel. What are you eating? Do you have any good snacks?
I don't have any snacks near me, but afterwards I'm gonna make. I've been craving a peanut butter and jelly, so I'm gonna make that, maybe two.
That sounds good.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have any snacks? I know no chocolate ones, right? No chocolate cupcakes this
No,
time?
I have a bowl of clementines or tangerines. I told myself I'll do that rather than eat like the goo.
Oh, but the goo's so good though.
I know. I love them. I'm always like, oh, it's like having frosting like in a little tube. It's like such a good treat.
Oh yeah. Oh, so yummy. I know. I was craving. I've been really craving Snickers, so I bought a couple of those and whatnot. So I might have that too after.
Ooh,
I love Snickers.
That sounds really good.
Candy.
I know. Someone sent me something about one of the things that we'll be doing a lot of in isolation is cooking.
Now you're going downhill.
And eating.
Too fast.
And
Yeah.
that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah,
what do you got? Any treats? Got any good treats, Jeff?
Actually, no, I'm trying to be good, otherwise in lockdown I'll be coming out of blob.
Pudding?
I'm avoiding as much as I can.
But you can eat whatever you want if you ride,
Right, get on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know you can. I just like pretend you can. Was that like I cycle so I can eat or something like that? I don't know. Some funny memes I've seen. Do you have like a sweet tooth, or are you like a savory, salt? What's your go-to?
I'm a sugar person.
Yeah. Do you do chocolate, or do you like do gummy candy type stuff?
A bit of
In the audio widget, I'm going to go through and mute their mics now. Audio loop earlier. I had some feedback happening from the broadcast widget. Right now, I can actually move this guy and close this guy for now. I'll bring the laps leaderboard back on. This is mountain bike. We have, we'll do a couple of intervals. We'll do what we did in Zone K. In Zone K, we started out with the bots about 275. And then we did a couple of pickups on the incline. See a lot of windows open here. I'm going to close them out here. I am covered up, but we've got Comeback Kid. We've got Quantum Shift. This is like, again, weather person. We've got Uncrashable, and we've got Underdog. So it looks like this should have been an uncrashable event. So hopefully, usually it's an uncrashable event where we won't overlap. I think we might have just had this one configured wrong. So if you are riding this one, be aware that it looks like we don't have it as an ability like we did on the last one, which is no big deal. Just for first 10 seconds of the ride, be sure that you use the quantum shift, get in your lane position and just lock it down. But you will be able to quantum shift through other riders. You'll be able to use your Comeback Kid and your Underdog. So this is a cool map here. Let me just change my camera views and have a look around here. So I'm just pressing the letter C here. 126 before we have to go helicopter view, but this is the free. So this is the landscape. That's the road. You can see the avatars there flying up. But I like to look at the maps and see all the work that the artist has done. Look at the sky. Like, isn't that cool? Like, it's just, they've done such a nice job in this environment. So pressing the letter C allows you to navigate through, and this is the free angle. I'm trying not to move it too quickly so I don't make you dizzy. And then so back to camera showing me. I can camera showing backwards, the bike, the side angle there, and then the finish line. So it's good to see the finish line at the end of a race. So I'll try to get that camera angle. The person who is really good at getting all the camera angles in a race is Vic. And here I'm on with the leader. They're warming up. So we'll go back to me on my bike. Okay, so I'll check in here. So be about 275 when you come out of the gate to stick on the bots. If you want to be ahead of them, you be ahead of them. We'll have a couple pushes on it. We've got Elizabeth there on the top of your screen. We've got Allison. We've got Homer. We'll hang here. We've got Ben. His family was joining them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. A little bit of a push out of the gate. Just stay with the bots so you don't get left behind. If you do, use your comeback kit. Easy peasy. So we'll start out at 275. We'll get going. We'll do the pickups in about the same spot. And remember, I was just going to say, remember, Kayla, we don't have Uncrashable on. That looked like it might have been just a mistake with the organizers that we did. I'll take that one. I am one of the organizers, so sorry about getting this configured Uncrashable. The other one had the ability, this one does not. So let me see if I can get on the wheel here. This is the time here where we do need to use those mirrors a lot. So look over my back shoulder here. I am drafting the blue rider in front of me, and I'll let them set the pace, and we'll come through. There's going to be a little bit of an incline, and then there's that wooden bridge, and we go off to the left. That's where we'll do the pickup, somewhere between 350 and 400. Then we'll settle back down to 275, and then we'll do another push over the top and a 1K to the finish. All right. There's Vanessa, our sweeper. I'm coming, guys. Here we go.
Shout out to Vanessa because I crashed, but was able to get right brought back up.
Groove here.
Nice.
Thumbs up, Homer, still doing okay? Awesome. Elizabeth, doing all right? Fantastic. Allison, thumbs up, you good? Not sure she's hearing me right now. Ben, you good?
Yeah, all good, thanks.
Yeah, your little people abandon you again?
I think so. I think you reached the end of their attention.
I'm not hearing you. Hold on. Stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. Yep, that's the right one. You're not coming through now. I don't know how did I mute you all. I didn't want to mute you. You should be open. We'll just take the smile and a thumbs up as an affirmative. All right. So we're still going to stay with the bots. Kayla's already back. She used her power-ups wisely. Oops. Here we go. There's everybody. Now you can see them. Now you can see their thumbs up. Crucible here. Yes, both cameras, B and C toggles it. Hey, Atomic Froster. Welcome. Back into the chat here. Make sure I don't miss it. Tay Fearless. Thanks for being in the chat as well. Hawkeye, hi. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is CVRCade. If you are new here, welcome. If you like what you see, like and follow us. We stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with all these lovely people who turn on their cameras. Boom. I didn't have a quantum shift. We do have the refillable Uncrashable. So you can tell here at the bottom of the screen here, that green icon under the number 1 over there at the bottom underneath Ben's face is my power-ups, my supers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all Uncrashable, except for the leader one that says I'm the leader. So looks like we have Hunter Allen. Is that who that is? Hunter A up here? Welcome. If you're in, in the chat and can hear, but welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Hunter, Homer, Elizabeth, Jack A is still with us. Jack, one of our new riders. Thank you for joining us. So glad you could be here. Super fun. Sorry if I cut in front of you using a super. Wasn't trying to be rude. Homer here, Team Cognition. Allison, Team Cognition. Ben, Team Hive. Also Team Hive. Kayla, Laguna here. Ben, I'm going to try you again here. Is your mic working now?
I think so. Can you hear me now?
Not coming through on my end. Bummer. Dagnabbit. Let me see if it's you or if it's on my end. Let's see. Kayla, are you able to talk?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear Ben in the chat too, in our chat. So
Okay.
I know the audio is working on his end.
Okay, just not coming through on mine, even though it's unmuted. Sorry about that, Ben. Wanted to bring you into the stream here. All right, I missed the first push there, so we'll push on the next little climb. Right now, on the front is Hunter, Allison, Homer. We go back to my point of view, to me. I think that is me. Oh, Camera showing bike. I'm just not in the screen, happens to be. Okay, no big deal. All right. So we get this little flat. When we cross the bridge and we go into the underpass, that's when I want everyone to give a big push, then bring it right over the top. All right, so let's see. Side angle of everybody. Helicopter view, one of my favorite views. We're a nice Peloton here. All right, you guys can see the bridge, the little wooden spot there up ahead. I've dropped my towel, but I have my jacket. There goes my phone. Oh no. I'll grab it on the descent. If you're trying to message me. All right.
But no, Beth York's phone goes crashing down.
Here over the shoulder. Come across the bridge. There we are on board. You can see Allison. On board with Allison. And right now, give a little push. 350, 400. Stay with it. The road's gonna bend to the right and then the left. Nice move, Jack. Uncrashable and the quantum. Oh, you guys getting fenced. Getting a force field. I don't know why. I'm only a second behind. I don't have any, see if I can use any power-ups to dump. Keep pushing right over the top. I think I must have been behind I can't see my avatar at the moment, so I think I might have been, I think I'm trapped behind a bot, but I don't know. There I am. Okay. Up. Little freeze. I'm back. All right. And the top soft pedal down the descent here. Let's regroup. Nicely done. All right, so you can see when I'm showing the side, I'm not seeing my avatar at the moment. So I apologize.
Yeah, you're in a very far right lane, Beth, and you still got some ways you can, you still got a couple of meters before there's a rider in front of you.
Okay. Yep, it looks like just in my, I don't know if I messed something up in my camera view, but I can't. I'm glad you can see me. No big deal. Oh, this is my favorite one. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab a screenshot of us going down the Rocky Mountain here, the big Peloton. Looks good. Sorry, Homer. I can see you behind me. I just can't see me. All these riders looking good. Looking good, guys. So we'll do the same thing. When we get to the bottom, we'll wait to that 1K. It's like there's a post on the right-hand side, and we'll give it a push from there. I do see Hunter in the chat. I don't know if you've got your audio going, but welcome, Hunter. Miss you. Hugs. Good to have you here.
Hey,
sure
glad to be here.
Those power-ups, those supers. When you get towards the bottom, double check our position here. All right.
Not sure she can hear you,
Elizabeth,
Hunter.
I think I'm holding you back there.
We
way
can
at
hear
the bottom.
you.
I don't have any quantum shifts to bust through.
Okay, cool.
And
Awesome.
Yeah, good to
sorry
have you
about
here.
that.
Glad to be here. Getting
When
this
I get to
going.
the bottom,
This is my son over here, if you can see him.
my
Jack,
phone
he's
and
riding too.
my towel. Make sure everybody's drinking and eating.
We can't see you, Hunter, because you need to click on the camera up at the top and turn it to green, and then we can see your video.
He's sharing, Hunter and Jack are sharing video in the broadcast channel.
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Ben. We know that it's working on this descent. You guys can't get too far away from me. I can use let's see if I get a quantum shift.
Okay, I've got him in the broadcast now. Yep, I can see him.
1.1 kilometers. Up ahead there, you can see a little post on the right-hand side. Let's see here, Ben. Trying to click on folks here to get a locale, get a location on myself.
Kayla, tell her the 1K marker just went by.
On the side. There I am.
The 1K marker right now, so we can push.
Okay, go, go, go. I'm trying to give you guys some room. I just found myself. Here's the marker on the right. Little push. Uncrashable is not an ability, but it is a super. Go, go, I'm coming. I've been holding you back, Elizabeth. I'm trying. Go, Homer. Looks like there's my friend Hunter. You're on camera now, my friend. Nice smile. Yay. I owe you a phone call, buddy. Love that guy. All right, right to the line, guys. Use your power if you have it. Oh, too late on mine. Dang it. All right. So, as I promised, I'm going to get everything I dropped. Nice work. All right. We'll be losing. So, sudden lane change. All right, now that I have my phone back, I'm going to make sure I mute everybody back here. Hunter, do you have a microphone on or just your camera, my friend?
All right, gang, I gotta run. I'll catch you all later.
Hey, I've got my microphone on.
See you later.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Getting a little spin CVRCade style in social distance world?
Yes, we are. We are. This is my son here, Jack, in the background. He's the one teaching me how to do all this stuff now. You know, he's a video gamer, so
Nice. Well, Jack, I think that I cut you off with one of my troopers, so I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to be inconsiderate, especially to new riders. So, welcome.
He's a gamer. He's used to be getting cut off and killed and all that stuff. He's not going to take any offense.
Well, you know what's going to happen is he's just going to come up here and start crushing it. He's going to have all of your knowledge of fitness and tactics, and then he's going to put it together with the quick twitch of like the young folk, like with their, you know, fast synapses happening, and that's what's going to happen. Have you? So you haven't ridden Sudden Lane Change before? This fantasy track that we're on, no?
No, I have not ridden this. So this is new for me.
So let me talk you through it. So you weren't in the last zone, right? This is the first zone you joined. You didn't do it in the last hour.
Yeah. I just did that other one just a minute ago, but like a couple of them, but not the earlier ones.
All right. Well, so you have max speeds. If you stay under 44, you should be pretty good. Under 44 kph on these lanes. You want to be in the lane. You want to be in before you get to the corner.
Okay.
So use your arrow keys to move left and right. It's more finesse in rhythm in this one. So we've got four laps on this. It's a lap challenge. So the first lap I take easy. You can kind of get to know the terrain. And then the second lap, give it a little gas and try to get your best lap time. I'm going to be pulling up the lap leaderboard. And when you do something the first time, it's an automatic PR, Hunter. So,
Wait.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll bring you back in the broadcast after because I think if you don't mind, I'll ask you a question about like just kind of staying healthy while we stay fit and not pushing it too hard. So I think a lot of people might be working a little too hard because we've got anxiety and we've got stress, but we really need to measure our stress and stuff. So. Give you a little thing to think about. I'll bring back some questions for you, if that's okay.
That'd be awesome. Glad to. No problem.
Great. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Thanks so much. All right. Kayla, Homer, Allison, Hunter, Allen, special guest. Hope you can be regular here with us and give us some insight for what we can be doing to continue to keep our training in check. All right, one of the best things is to train with others and to have fun. That's what we're doing. All right, so just avoid the obstacles left and right so that you don't crash down. Take the first lap easy. This is Sudden Lane Change. It's a fantasy map compared to, we just were on a road map up Rocky Mountain. We have mountain bike tracks maps as well. So on this first lap, I'm going to bring up the lap leaderboard. To do that by, of course I crashed while I brought up the leaderboard, but I go to the little blue icon in the upper left-hand corner. So there's a CVRCade hamburger menu. Then there's like a little green happy face. If you follow that around to the blue rectangle with like the spiral, it's a little notebook. And then that brings up your UI control. Down on that is the lap leaderboard. I'm just going to turn that on. Depending on what widgets you have open, you can kind of just use your control click and slide it around the game. So at the top of the lane there, power-ups without drafting. Carl Axel does 56 seconds on a lap. Supers with drafting, equalized physical, which is what we're doing, is 58 by Tim Fulford. Jeff, 1 minute, and Frank 101. That's the top three. I'm all the way down to 26. Wah, that's all right. Maybe I'll get like that changed today here on this one. So quick little lap challenge. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. I'm going to take a look here. It looks like Homer actually might be going for it. He's 300 equalized watts. Kayla also might be going for it. Kayla looks like she's pushing the watts going around here. We'll check and see at the end what these guys do for times. We've got Ben still in here. We've got Allison still in here. I love that Ben's got company. I love that Hunter's got company. A nice family show today. I got to get my kids. I got to get my kids on here. We've got Hunter and his son Jack. We've got Ben and his daughter. He had both of his daughters on on earlier. We had Modi in earlier on Saturday. He had his son on the stream with us. So really appreciate everybody coming out. Nigel's here in the stream. Nigel, Team Velocity, wearing his colors today. They're 370 equalized watts. We're on. Let me get on board with Nigel here. He's got some riders up in front of him. He does have to mind those corner speeds. He knows which ones are lapped riders, and he was able to phase through the lapped riders. It's definitely hard to keep track of when you're riding, knowing which ones are lapped riders. He comes across the line, little push. Dance move, Nigel. We want to see your celebration. Yeah, there it is. Always can count on Nigel. Love it. Did you break your time? You can tell me after you catch. There you go.
I did the same time as the first zone before, 106, but that's an improvement from 109, so pretty good going.
Nice. Congratulations. Fantastic. Yeah, that puts you right up there. That's amazing. And consistent too. It's one of those things where you got to be consistent. And you had a lot of people on track. I think my best lap times are done when I'm by myself. And I mean, obviously, like, yeah, I do really good when no one's looking. But it's the distractions out on course here. So congratulations, Nigel.
Yeah, thank you. I went really slow the first lap to let everyone get ahead, and then I'd have a clear run of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Let's see. We'll go back on here board with Homer. It looks like he's still pushing here. I think Homer kind of does like a steady state on all of these and tries to improve, doing, maybe negative splits. Allison here on the front here. See if Allison still got her camera on. She does have her camera. She's digging. That is Allison with her serious body style, her language. She's in down low, like if she was outside, getting as arrow as she can. That's her position. That's her racing style. Slides out into the corner, makes it to the inside lane. That is a really flawless move where the speed that she's going allows her to slide out, gets herself into position for the next corner. Perfect. Pops her corner caper right before the line and takes it across. Nicely done.
We've lost her.
Hey, Beth, you lost your audio? All right, I see Beth's back in here at least, not in the chat, but she's in the race. Nice, she got the string back up.
She's back. Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, nice. Looks like getting all set up.
Hey Hunter, if you're in this one, you're gonna love this one.
Oh yeah, all the turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to beat my position of last time. So we'll see how that. Try to go for the improvement. No crashing this time.
Yeah. Doesn't look like we've got Frank in this one, so I might have a chance.
Hey, Kayla, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Beth, I can hear you.
Oh,
Can you
I
hear
see
me?
you're talking. I'm gonna make sure you're coming through. Hang on.
Yep.
Love this. Love this.
Hey, hey. Oh.
Again.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can. Yay.
Woo!
We did it. We did
Yes.
it. I was just saying to the lovely folks on the stream that I had a red light. It was a green light, then a red light. Little traffic on sudden lane change, but I think we're back now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Allison did great on the on sudden lane change and just executing those supers, and followed by Homer, and then yeah, we're just spinning out the legs until we were talking about how technical Water Village is. So it's gonna be a fun one. It always is. You never know what's gonna happen. But positioning yourself on the inside, you can still slide out and then go into other riders, and just yeah, this one's just always. You never know what's gonna happen.
This was really fun. I have my little cheat sheet of like my Bible, my CVR. I need to have like a really cool cover made for my Bible. So yeah. Nigel, so I don't screw you up this time. It's 2 laps, not 1.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
I feel so bad. All right. So the strategy here, when you use your supers, we saw Allison use them very wisely. It does look like we had Jack and Hunter come back into the broadcast. Hunter, if you are listening, this one is even more tricky. I have your mic clipped right now. You don't have to worry about time. It's a little bit trickier on this one with your lane changes. You need to slow down between some of them. So the really narrow rectangles are like 27 kph. The wider rectangles are like 34. So be sure that when you're making those left and rights that you slow down. 10 seconds out of the gate, you will crash if you overlap wheels. The first 10 seconds you have quantum shift. Start spinning it up now. 3, 2, 1. Out the gate we go. Kayla in the front. Remember, 1 power up of each. 1 comeback kid, 1 uncrashable, 1 corner caper. This first corner is pretty forgiving. You don't need to slow down too much, as is this second one. Try to get in the draft here of my teammate. All right, this next corner does become a little more dangerous. Ben's on the front. Bring his camera up. Kayla. Oh, no, Kayla. No. 34 on that one. Ben up out of the saddle. Allison on his wheels. This one's tight. 27 where Allison's coming. She knows that one. Get her back on camera here. We're on board with Allison. You can see her camera. Ben's on the front. You can see his camera. Nigel also. We've got our top 3 riders on camera on the right-hand side of the screen. Ben's on the front, Allison second, Nigel in third. Second separates. Look at them take those corners. Look at how well they slide out. So what you're looking at is, whoa, no, Allison, so flawless. If you start on the inside and you go just the right speed, you'll slide to the outside. You can see there's a little message to me. I'm somewhere. I'm not even watching my avatar. I don't even need to pedal. I don't know why I'm working so hard. I can't comment on the race and ride my bike at the same time. So that's okay. I don't need to be riding. Ben on the front, looking pretty comfortable. He's got Nigel about 5 seconds back. Ben on the right-hand side of your screen on camera. There's Nigel coming around that bend. He can see Ben of that little avatar up in the front in the corner behind him. Plenty of time to make up that time. Allison, third wheel, closing in on Nigel, needing to slow down for this corner. This is one, if Allison tried to come on the inside and overtake Nigel on the corner, she could have slid out into Nigel. This is one where she comes on the outside of him. If he slides out into her, he will go down. But he had enough room there not to overlap the wheel of Allison when he slid through that corner. Very well executed. These are like moves that when you see them happen, and even if I'm describing them, it's very hard to understand the skill that it takes to not slide into one of each other, to slow down to just the right speed, to take the corner. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Some people like to enter the corner on the inside, slide out and come out to the outside, depending on the way the next corner is on the map. But right here, side by side, Allison and Nigel. If Allison slides out into Nigel, she will go down, but she's going right to the edge, just showing us how it's done. Overtaking him now. She's doing a little bit of a dig, overtaking Nigel, putting herself ahead of him, going into the next corner. Nigel there, slides out there. Now this is where they can make a little bit of a run here. They hit the dirt in the park, and they're able to give a little bit of a pickup here because the corner is large and swooping, and they don't have to worry about crashing unless they overlap the wheels. So Nigel up out of the saddle, 500 equalized watts, 440 from Allison, and Ben 6 seconds up the way, coming around this corner. He's got a straightaway and then a tight left-hand turn to come around, and then he'll be ready to do lap number 2. He looks pretty comfortable. His heart rate is 166. That's equalized, max being 200. So it seems like he's right in his tempo zone here. He got enough of a gap that he's feeling pretty comfortable. Ben is used to racing 2-3 hours a day. So coming in for a couple zones and doing a couple quick 10-minute races, it's enough to get his heart rate elevated, get some work and get some interval training, but without overtraining of doing a 3-hour race day like we often do sometimes in CVRCade. Right now, we're taking a break from the World Cup and the Cups in general to be doing these activities so that we can be more inclusive to our community. Not everybody in our community is a racer. A lot of us just like to ride on the platform together, to be together. So these activities give us some group rides. They give us some lap challenges. They give us the ability to come together as a community to get the most out of our rides and really not burn ourselves out too much while we're doing it. There's the corner caper by Ben, using it here. Probably will get 2 corners out of it. I'm crossing my fingers for you, Ben. You do, but he's going to have to probably slow it down for this one. And he doesn't have to slow it down because he's got uncrashable. Pulls it right out of his back pocket, says, no, Beth, I've got 4 corners worth of speed that I'm going to open it up. And Nigel tries to answer with his corner caper here, using his supers to perfection, holds on to the edge, does not slide out, gets a little bit of an gap on Allison, but this is the front of the race. Ben on the front, Nigel just just about 10 seconds back now on Ben. Ben's feeling pretty comfortable up there. Allison drops her underdog, 50 extra watts for every rider. There pops her uncrashable, uses the speed, doesn't have to slow down, and is able to make up that time and closes that gap on Nigel. She still has the uncrashable. She does need to slow down. Ooh, but she uses a corner caper. She doesn't need to slow down. perfection on the timing, Allison. Nicely done. She had both those power-ups, and what we've been seeing with these power-ups being used back to back, because as one of the other riders slows to go through the corner, the other riders can maintain their speed if they're using the comeback hit, the power-up corner caper, or if they're using uncrashable. Ben still on the front, 1.3 kilometers to go. Flawless on this Water Village, this highly technical course. They are putting on a nice display of how to ride this map. We've still got Kayla in here as well, continuing the ride here with Allison in second wheel. So it's Nigel, it's Allison, it's Ben, it's Kayla. I am way down at the bottom. We still have Jack and Hunter in here, probably just getting used to, looks like they've come to a stop, probably just getting used to this map a little bit, coming out and giving these group activities a try here. But Ben on the front, 500 equalized watts, 600 equalized watt, 39 kph, coming around this bend here. 0.9 kilometers to go for him, and he is able to slow it down. Brilliantly done here. When you're on this map, it's easy to forget which ones are 34 and which ones are 27. So the level of focus and attention by these riders is always so impressive, because when your heart rate starts to get up there, you do start to make the decisions. It does look like Ben's heart rate has actually come down. He's relaxed a little bit, knowing he's got a 10-second gap on Allison. He's been watching which super she's been using, knows that it's going to be a very heroic effort if she is going to close it down. And it does look like Allison is saying, don't get too comfortable up there, Ben. Don't let your heart rate come down. I'm just going to bust out like 800 equalized watts. Boom, take that, is what she says. No, don't get comfortable on the front. I'm coming for you, Ben. Allison sees you in her sights and wants to try to get to you. But Ben on the front here has just that last little left-hand turn to go. 10 seconds wasn't quite enough for Allison. She just needed a little bit more time to make up the difference. But Ben is going to come around the corner, and he's going to take the win here on Cityscape Water Village. Congratulations, Ben. Nicely done. Allison, who also put up a fierce battle here and also in the earlier zone, comes across the line for second. And then Nigel will come across the line for third. And Homer on the dirt, making his way back through. Congratulations to Ben. Ben, appreciate you being in. Thank you for sharing your family with us today. It was awesome to have you.
Thank you, Beth, for running the show. It's lovely. Nice group ride. Nice to have the kids there too.
Well, it's really, really fun. I love, we all are working from home. We've got our kids with us to involve them in whatever way we can. It's very precious. It's awesome. Thanks for bringing them in. All right, Kayla, thanks for joining today. We've got Don't Leave Me Yet, Nigel. Allison, congratulations. Well done. Wave for the friends. Kayla, how you feeling?
Oh, wow. We got a good workout in. That's what I got to say. No, it was a lot of fun. So thank you, Beth. And I'm just happy, especially with the time where a lot of us, we have to self-quarantine and just be, in our own spaces, that we can all stay connected. And just seeing everyone's faces out there on the video and being able to chat with them and get a ride in, it's such a great fun activity to do all together. So thank you, Beth, for putting this on, and thank you to the it's just so much fun for me.
Well, thanks for joining, Kayla. I appreciate it as always. Homer, nice wave to your friends and fans. I'm sure. Thank you. Appreciate you and Elizabeth joining us. Thanks. We'll see you next time. I promise to go back to Hunter if he's still available. Looks like there he is. Nigel, I'll come back to you as well. Hey,
No
Hunter,
problem.
can you hear me? You got to open your microphone. I see that you're / did you do the backslash or your microphone green? I'm not hearing you. I've got a little red slash through you, which means I've got you open, but you might not be open. Is the very top of your comms, is your green microphone icon lit up green? Or does it have a line through it? Oh, dang it. I don't know if Kayla, can you hear? Are you able to hear?
I can't hear Hunter at the moment. I don't see his microphone green and moving at all. So
okay, all right. There's you can either do backslash or you can click on the microphone. Hunter, I'm so sorry that I'm not able to bring you in on audio. If you can maybe click on it, unclick on it, and see if that helps. While you work on that, I'm going to check in with my friend Nigel. Nigel, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, that went all right. Well done to Ben. So, I mean, I was going as, you know, hard as I could go. So he beat me and Alison beat me. So well done to those two.
Well, always fun to have you in the stream. We're going to do it again on Thursday. Can we count on you being here?
I'll be here. Can't go anywhere.
It's like everybody's like, you know, yeah, this is where we're going to go outside and play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, great work. Congratulations. Thanks again. What are you going to go eat? You're going to go eat. Is it dinner time? What time is it where you are?
No, this is about 8 o'clock in the morning now. So I got up at 5 a.m. and I had my breakfast. So I'll go and have a shower and a cup of coffee and play computers for the rest of the day. Got a couple of home maintenance jobs to do. I'm painting the deck.
Well, good luck with all of your new projects. Hope you stay motivated. I've had a hard time staying motivated, but
no problem.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks for this.
Thank you. All right, one last try, Hunter. I don't know if I'm going to get you. No. Is your green icon at the top on? Yeah.
Insert on the keyboard also works too. If you can't find it.
Yep, insert on the keyboard also works.
Hey, look at Alison's duck.
I had
Alison's duck.
The other thing, I'm trying to think what other thing you could try. Maybe it gets stuck sometimes. Oh, Nigel's trying to give us a tip. Hold on, Nigel. I can open you back up.
Yeah, look at Alison's duck.
Oh, Allison's duck. Hunter, did you just close and open back up? I have you now. I did. Allison's duck. It's awesome. Yay! Allison's duck is up there too. Yay, Allison! Great racing, my friend. I appreciate it. Is it making a noise here? There we go. Now you're open. Hunter, you look like your mic's open. Talk to me. Say hi to Allison's duck. You getting yourself a good camera? We got it! Yay! Maura the duck is on the screen. She is alive. Yep, your insert key is back closed again, Allison. So we got a little bit of Maura the duck on CVRCade. What else? What other place can you go to get like all of this entertainment? Hunter, I think you're open. Can you give me a little microphone check? Oh. Wait, there you are, no?
No, that's me. Does he need to push his insert key?
He doesn't have it blocked anymore, but it's almost like his microphone isn't picking up. Like there's not a red line through it. So I just don't see any audio coming through. That's okay, Hunter. We gave it a good try here. Let's see, the first time I ever had to talk to a duck. Fog 7, Hunter, it's like that the first time I ever talked to a duck. Can anyone read lips? Well, I'm gonna take a stab here and fill for Hunter. I think Hunter's gonna say that that you need to take care of yourself in times of stress. There's only so much fatigue your body can take on. Maintain, he's trying to do it again. Try to have enough antioxidants, and now try the insert key, Hunter. There's the stress load on your body, maintaining a stress load that keeps your immune system in check. Beyond that, specifically, I don't think I'm not worthy of I don't know, bestowing the knowledge that you wrote the book on this stuff, So, Hunter Allen, everybody, we'll have you back into the stream when we get your microphone sorted. I love seeing your happy face. I'm so glad to see it. Hugs, Allison. Thanks for bringing your duck in. Nigel, Maura is a rock star, just like you, Nigel. Love you, man. I love this social distancing all together around the world. Thank you for joining us on Mixer, Fog 7, DK Mansuni, Aaron Starboy, We have a lot. Jennifer's that was in the chat earlier. If I didn't shout out your name, I'm so sorry. I only have so many things I can do. Jeff was in there. So many things I can do at once. Crucible was in there. Really appreciate that. But we'll see you again on Thursday. Hunter, I'm going to count on you being here on Thursday, and you're going to give us that knowledge that I wasn't able to translate for you. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time on CVRCade Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will see you next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, see you, Kayla. See you later, Hunter.
Yeah.